Hello everybody, welcome back to Plot 97A. My name's Simon and I hope you're all really well. Well, it's the 31st of July 2023 today, and what can we say about the weather? Wet. That's all we can say. It's been, unseasonably wet, I'm suggesting. Climate change, is it a thing? It's looking more likely. Are all birds drones? Definitely not. We've had quite a good week this week, all things considered. I was going to actually call another emergency meeting because we've been renumbered. We're no longer Plot 97A, we're 191. But we are still, of course, Plot 97A. That was what we started with. And that's what we're going with. They're holding up really well, these sunflowers. I'll say just one in the seeds now, one in the heads. Didn't get damaged too much. And we have a rogue one here that one of our subscribers very eagle-eyed spotted, and that's absolutely right. This is one of the long, the multi-stemmed giant sunflowers, I think they call them, and the rest are, when I bought the seeds a few years ago, they were described as sunburst, but I think they've also been described as teddy bear as well. But we're very happy with them, as we know. Our Allotment beans really started to show now. Really started to get a good crop on them. And what I done last year with these, they're not like a runner bean where you take them quite young. You actually leave them on the vines for until they start to really die off, and that's when the beans, it's more of a pulse, but very popular in Italian cooking for, oh my god, I'm going to use the word cassoulet, which is French, but very popular in Italian cooking, and we're hopefully going to get a lovely crop this year. Again, this is my main concern about this wet weather. It's just the chilies. They really need to. They have started to take off a little bit, but I think this wet weather is really going to push them back now. They want it warm. They want it sunny. They want it free draining. They don't like their feet wet. But we're just going to have to play it by ear. Any preventative measures that we can take, possibly put a sheet over. I might actually think about that, just to try and take some of the wetness off. Again, it's kind of affecting. I think the brassicas, I think the Swede are going to be okay. We have got some new shoots. I know that I should have covered them, and I should be weeding as well. But I don't want to weed between them because I really don't want to disturb the soil around them, if that kind of makes any sense. And our squashes, they're doing okay. A couple of the butternut squashes have actually rotted on the ground already, but the spaghetti squashes, I'm going to leave them on again, the weeding. I didn't want to get in there and weed because I didn't want to disturb We've got a few spaghetti squashes, and I took 2 off, and I'm kind of erring on the side of leaving them all on until they produce that lovely orange, yellowy skin. We've got a fennel that was very kindly given there, but nothing. It's all, like I say, it's all just a bit dampened down at the moment. Really, we'd love it to be 30 degrees, 12-hour sun. But it's not. I've actually decided I'm going to. Well, I've got 2 options with this bed. but I'd like to go for an asparagus bed, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do, but well, I don't suppose it matters with this wet weather, but I should hold off until the end of September, apparently. Coming to the polytunnel. Polytunnel, this is where it really starts to change the game, really, because you can control, obviously we control the moisture, the wetness that comes in here, and we can control it to a certain point. But the chilies have really started to stretch out now. This was what I was kind of hoping for, this growth that we had last year. A couple of weeks of really strong growth. And our Romano sweet peppers. Starting to produce, stretch out. Again, we've got the aubergines aren't really. I mean, the fruits are starting to swell up, but I'm pretty sure they're getting too wet. That's what I'm kind of thinking, because there's a couple to the sides. There we go. Got some bigger fruits. I apologise for my camera work. And no real progress over the last couple of weeks on those. So we now know that our chilies, our very hot chilies, are Thai chilies, because finger chilies would be sticking up, as it were. They point upwards, they grow upwards. So we're quite happy with those, and we just stuck a few lettuces in there, which we were very kindly gifted. And as for Carolina Reaper, again, really happy. Now the flowers are starting to drop off, because it's not getting that really important direct sun or sunlight that is needing to produce. It started to drop the flowers, which is okay. Obviously it's going to produce whatever fruits it can. But yeah, really kind of happy. We just need them to go full term now, and they should start to ripen. So we're kind of happy, but not much progress over the last couple of weeks, apart from a huge thank you to the people that are featured in our allotment tours. I can't thank them enough. Firstly, for allowing us all in to view their beautiful allotments, and secondly, for the knowledge that comes with them. It's really important that knowledge is passed on. It's no good being the brainiest person in the firm or the class, or having all that knowledge. You're only using it 60% if you're keeping it to yourself. The other 40% is sharing it with others. So a huge thank you to both our members of our community, should we call them, that have very graciously given their time. We've got a couple more planned as well over the next few weeks, which is really exciting. Again, it's pretty much been a month since I've started the channel. Thank you all so much for your real positive support, and some feedback, which is good. Very, very happy to receive feedback. We've got a lot more in the pipeline. It's all happening very quickly, really, which is exciting. Because it was the end of the month, or the first month of the channel, I thought I'd just give you a recap. Thank you all so much for your support. If you do like the content and like the videos, please consider liking and subscribing. And there potentially might be, for all you football fans out there, which I'm a huge one, we've got the Premier League starting in a couple of weeks, and I've been persuaded to set up a fantasy football league. So if anybody's interested, if this video gets 10 likes, we'll do it. We've got a couple of weeks left to go, so there's no rush. I will obviously give everyone the information if they are keen to do it. It's just for a bit of fun. But what I thought we'd do a little cup. We've got a 25 quid budget for a little cup for the winner, and we've also got the same for the loser. So it's the one with the highest score and the one with the lowest score. But there are rules for people that want to play the lowest score. We'll go into that in more details. Thank you all so much for your support, guys. Bye for now.